Hey you guys, so today I'm going to show you how you can make thumbnails for your landscape project. So what we're going to start off with doing is drawing 3 boxes. They don't have to be perfect. These are just to kind of help us plan and just to help us get ideas for our landscape. So we're going to be creating what are called thumbnails, which are essentially like mini art pieces to serve as our rough drafts. So for my first one, what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to combine a couple pictures that I have in my reference photos. Remember, when you are doing this, you do not want to copy your reference photos directly. You can incorporate certain elements, maybe mash a couple up, but if we copy everything from the photo, then it's not really our work, so we want to make sure that we are changing things. So for my first one, I think I'm just going to put in a couple little pieces of land. Maybe one back here. Putting a little bit of land right there, maybe one like right here. Put a nice little moon in. I think I'm going to put in a little tree right here. And I'm going to put in like a little sort of like watchtower looking thing here. And then I'm just going to draw in a couple of rocks. Now you'll notice I'm not so much focusing on how accurate things are in this, it's just kind of to see if I like the layout or not. I'm also going to just kind of draw in the reflection really quick that I would have. And that, for example, would be one of my thumbnails. You'll notice it's nothing too crazy. It's pretty simple. So that's pretty much what we're looking for in our thumbnails, is just a general idea. For my next one, I think I want to have something that shows a road that's vanishing. So for me, I think I'm going to have, this should actually come out a little bit further, a sort of dirt path here. And then I think I'm going to have a couple of skinny trees. Maybe dot on a couple leaves over here. And a couple more over here. So that I can start to see this tree shape kind of taking form. Maybe I'd have some trees in the background that are more like pine trees. So I'm just kind of trying to set that up. And maybe in the front here I'd have like a big bush and a couple of bushes to kind of like break up that space, and maybe I'd have a large tree in the front to kind of start to create a little bit of perspective. So like I said, these are just rough drafts. By no means do they have to be perfect, they're just kind of to give you some ideas so you can see what you like or what you don't like. Maybe I would start to have another tree right here to kind of frame it. I'm putting in a couple little spots here so I can like see that texture of the bush. Maybe I put one right here. And maybe I put a couple trees in the background as well. So like I said, it's nothing too detailed, just a general sketch to kind of see what outlines and what things that you like best when you are making your pieces. The size of these, here I'll show you my hand for reference. They're like about the size of my palm if I turned it sideways. So I would just say shoot for something that's like roughly 3 inches by 4 inches, give or take. Doesn't need to be exactly that, but just for an idea. For my last one, I think I want to do one that's kind of more like a seascape. So I think I'll have like a light tower. My light tower is definitely too tall for this sheet of paper. So I'm just kind of going to draw it in up top here. Like I said, it's a rough draft, so it's fine. And then maybe I'd have some sort of clouds that go across like this. Maybe towards like right here, I'd have a sort of like railing for in case some people were there to watch the sunset. And then I'd probably put my horizon line right over here. I might have a couple more little islands or places where there are some rocks. Maybe I'd put like a little sailboat out here in the distance. But like I said, it's just that you're trying to set up a general outline for where you're putting everything. Now remember, when you're making your sketchbooks or when you're making your sketches, you want to say things that you like as well as things that you don't like. Like for example, for me, I'm not a huge fan of this tree right here, so I'm going to put tree looks awkward. But I do really like this railing, so I'd say love this. So remember, you're just kind of making notes for yourselves and just trying to look at things that you can change as well as things that you want to keep the same. Generally speaking, that's how you can go about doing your thumbnails. I hope you guys liked this video. And if you have questions, feel free to let me know. Thanks.